everybody! Tachyon, what do you do? Hang on. I have no idea what's going on. Sorry for the late start, everybody. Technical difficulties, and then kitty distractions. Hi, Aya. Hi, Digsby. Killer. How you doing, Killer? Been a while. What's up? What's up? We start out our nights shouting out our friends, so if you guys haven't checked out Killer or Aya, please click over, give them a follow, show them the love. Aya also does game development, so she's got some games that you can go check out. Links are up in the chat. How's everybody doing tonight? What is going on? Dance and tack emote. Tired of doing things? I am tired of everything. Killer, look at the cute emote we have. Mandu got it for me. Had her friend make it. It's cool. Got back into Dyson, nice. Yeah, have you checked out the multi-threading beta? They're doing an optimization update. I don't think they've officially released it yet, but it's on the beta branch. It definitely helps. I tried it out. Okay. Oh god. Let's hit play at normal speed just to see what happens here. We built a nuclear reactor last time? Was that last time? I don't remember. Let's actually wall that in. That's where the nuclear waste is going out. We need... God, what is even going on this map? Got into Factorio? That's one I can't seem to get into. I've watched a lot of Factorio trying to get into it, and so many people who play Dyson also play Factorio. A lot of people think of Dyson as like Factorio in space type of thing, but I just can't do it. Oh, dude, check it out. We finished this side. So we're almost done with this side. We've got gas pumps all over the place. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Guys, go follow Carrie also. Carrie is a wonderful human. She's here all the time. She's got the Ani going. Wait, with Dyson and Factorio. I mean, you got into Dyson before Factorio, so I don't blame you there. I can't get into Factorio. It just never really hit for me. Okay. We need to do things, right? Like, we need to do things. Let's... other than the cat screaming. Wow, you are... I played Factorio over 10 years ago, but didn't have others to relate to. Oh, I gotcha. Delikoth, go home. There you go. Man, this thing produces a lot of radiation. Hey, buddy. Why don't we stop screaming? It's screaming. Here is the kitty. This is the kitty. I love him. He's so good. He's such a baby. Who's the baby? Who is the baby? You are the baby. I love the baby. Meow, meow, meow. Alright, sounds good, Kelly. Thank you for hanging, thank you for lurking. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. All that good jazz. Okay, guys, we need to start turbining this map. We also need to figure out what we're going to do with water, right? Right, like, we've had this thing pushing into this tank for a while, but this is basically doing our air. That's not like a thing we want to fuck with. So we have a polluted water vent here. We've got a steam vent here. I mean... do we... I don't even know what to do. Because, like, my original thought was let's geotune the fuck out of all the water sources, and that's probably the best way to go about this. Because if we dump this, we're going to wind up with polluted water all over the place. And we don't want that. We've got this one just dumping out, which is fine, because this is salt water. Salt water, yes. 9.7 kilos at 95C. Average output at 2.9. Good, good. Honestly don't know why that thing got a little damaged, but we'll roll with it. Somehow this is working. I'm very impressed with myself. Yeah, the mews are happening. And he is coming into camera range. There is the screamer. Hey, Tachyon, please stop screaming. What? Oh, you didn't get treats, right? Hang on. Is this what's wrong? There you go. I think he was upset because we usually do treats. When we come in from the living room, we do treats. Okay. We need a lot of water. This is like we really should have had a giant tank like the last playthrough just for this this particular instance right here. Then we need a way to manage all that water going out into this place. This is gonna be weird. God. I don't know how to tackle this. I'm at a loss here. I think we have to kind of build like a bleachstone situation, like a geotune. We're gonna have to geotune, right? Like there's no way around it. We're just gonna have to geotune. Because if we can geotune this, oh my god. But then how are we gonna get out the little bits that are in there? And if it doesn't if the geotuning doesn't get done right away, damn it. I don't have answers for this, guys. I don't have answers. Anybody have any ideas? This project was a dumb idea. I don't know why I'm doing this. I blame Carrie and Delikoth. There's stuff here. Full disclosure, I'm not having a great day, week, life, I don't know. I am not feeling good about things. So it's really hard for me to focus on this right now, but we're gonna try. Milligrams. I swear this just does not go below milligrams. I guess it is, because this was all kind of condensed up here. And this is sulfur, right? Why aren't you water? And the problem is, like, I would just open this cool steam vent, but at the same time, yeah, because there's only CO2 in there. Because I don't really care about the CO2 so much. Because we could even put in a petroleum setup if we wanted to. But we need to get this polluted oxygen and hydrogen out of this map. I mean, do we just set up more pumps? Hey, a printable we're probably not going to take. Construction, machinery, medicine, cuisine, science, husbandry, agriculture. I mean, Catalina's not a bad dupe. I don't like... decreased morale bonus. We'll take the egg. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so steam turbines. Like, that's gotta be a thing, right? Are we putting them up at the... How many... I can't, guys. I can't think. I can't think. None of it works. My brain is garbage. How much water is here? There is 91 tons per tile of water here. I have a planning tool. I don't know where I want to even start. How you doing, Lowlander? I guess in theory... Please stop, Tachyon. Please stop. I guess in theory, 91 tiles... Okay, what is that? 91 times 2 would be 182... 364 tiles? How much liquid is that? A little bit more than that. Somewhere around like there. It's not an enormous amount of water, but it is a decent amount of water. Maybe we just start dumping that water out onto the map? Okay, the other question, how much brine do we have? 81 tons per tile of that. So we've got a bunch of water in this infinite storage system, right? So why don't we start dumping that onto the map? Because we can easily just use the magma biome to get the whole thing jump started. I think I'm gonna leave this as is for now and not mess with it. I just want to get the map steaming. I mean, not right this second, but we need to do things. Okay. What if... You know, if we just start dumping stuff up here, and it rolls off here... What's up, Aster? Jumping on a pole? I don't know what we're doing, Aster. I am very broken today, so we're just trying to not lose our minds a little bit. How you doing? Alright. I have an idea. That idea is, let's just start dumping water onto the map. What could possibly go wrong? This salt water, yeah. Okay. Okay, I know exactly what could go wrong. You have to mop that crude. That crude's gotta go. Talk about it? I don't really know what to talk about. Yep. Okay, the crude is mopped up. Now I guess we could start dumping water? I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna start doing things because we have to do something or I'm gonna lose my mind. So I'm getting a little bored with this playthrough, quite honestly. How about... I mean, I have therapy in the morning, so I mean, that's fine. I'm just, I mean... Spicy meat yogurt life at this point, but yeah, something like that. I'm feeling very, I don't even know what the word is. Is that just gonna... Never tried to dump liquids like this. Oh, my glasses came in, so there's something positive. Congratulations! Yeah, I saw it. They look good. Those are the ones that you got that you were like, I think I like pink now? Okay, so that's gonna be a problem there. Let's do this differently. Weirdly enough, they make me look more masculine somehow. I mean, that's good. You like that, right? Okay, so that will work better to get liquid onto the map. That's fantastic. Pink is the new black. Okay, are we putting steam turbo? Like, I feel like at the top is just such a weird place. I mean, it's the place, right? Okay, so if we're going to do this at the top, we need to put liquid locks here, and then put them to the left and right. Right? Does that make sense? Also, you know... Alright, this is going to be crazy, but I feel like we should delete a layer of backing tiles and then put another layer of something here, just in case the meteors hitting actually go through the tile at all, then, like, CO2 gas won't get into the situation. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the deal. I can't believe we actually got a kill box up last night. Yep, I crashed the game. Do a 2-gap? Okay. That's fine, right? It's just an ice temp shift plate we had in earlier. Yeah, that's fine. I can't believe how much stuff still needs to get swept up here. Hey Dan, what's up? Welcome in. Guys, if you haven't checked out Dan yet, he's gonna start streaming again soon. As soon as someone takes over the internet company in his neighborhood and fixes it. How's it going, Dan? Working tonight? Excellent. I mean, if it is excellent, I don't know. Is it excellent? I mean, making money is good, right? I make money sometimes. Also, guys, I've become obsessed with the band Sumo Psycho. Ash, one of the newer community members, posted it in the music recommendations, and I did a reaction video. And then I did a bunch more music reaction videos, and now I just kind of want to listen to them all the time, but I haven't listened to more of the songs because I don't want to spoil future reaction videos that I'm going to be doing. So, good band. Very good band. I don't have music on. I'm going to put in my earbud here. Put some music on. I was informed by my best friend he will be arriving at my house on Thursday and is spending the weekend. Not that I would say no, but I wasn't given a choice. I mean, that's what best friends do, right? That's just the nature of the game. I mean, if your best friend is close enough to come by and visit. My friend Linus, I've known him for more than half of my life, but he lives 3,000 miles away and in a different time zone with a wife and dogs, so I barely get to talk to him. Machinery, medicine, cuisine, no, I don't want any of this. Let's just print another Rex egg, why not? Driving like 7 hours to show up at my house specifically to come hang out. Aw, that's a good friend. That's a good friend. I mean, 20 dupes is just, it feels like a lot of dupes, but I feel like we should have like 50 for this project. How is Mr. Mustachio doing? Did I break it? Mr. Mustachio. We are up to Athletics 12. Yeah, not quite right. I'd like a friend like that. Can you find one on Amazon? Right. That's funny. That reminds me of what my surgeon said to me. Like my surgeon's cool in that he was like, make sure you have mental health. Like I want to, you know, you need to have a therapist. You have to understand how much of a load this is going to put on your brain, you know, going through all of this health stuff, blah, 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 like, which is awesome. It's fun. It's great to have a therapist or a surgeon like that who gets it. But like, I mentioned I was dating someone long distance and he's like, basically he's like, why would you do that? I mean, not exactly, but at one point, when after we broke up, I was in his office and he's like, "Yeah, what's going on? You still seeing that girl?" I was like, "No, she left me." And he's like, "Oh yeah, just go get a local girlfriend." And I was like, legitimately, he said it in a way where I was like exactly the same. I was like, "Oh, like just, you know, go to the corner store and pull out my wallet and just get one right off the shelf, huh?" You remember we talked about how sometimes friends are better family than family? Yeah, he's that for me. We both have kind of shitty families, and as far as we both concerned, we were brothers. That's awesome. Yeah, in that case, it's totally reasonable. My wife and his girlfriend both refer to us as married couple. They both call us the other's husband. Oh, that's adorable. Come on, dupes, build. I want to see weird water mechanics happen. Build, build, build. Oh, there's a sage hatch. Where's our bathroom? I highly recommend sticking a sage hatch in your bath, unless you need to recycle the polluted dirt into something else. You put a sage hatch in the bathroom, and then all the polluted dirt that comes out of your water sieve turns into coal. Jack and Fraz are each separately talking about coming to Buffalo next year. Neither of them are friends with each other. Under no circumstances should either of them meet, so that'll be fun to sort out, make sure they're not in town at the same time. Do they hate each other? To connect with someone like that, I recommend it for everyone. Oh, they're both Scottish. Oh, you made some comment about Scottish people the other day. This was in reference. That was in reference to these humans. I gotcha. I follow. Now, what tile should we put here? I'm almost tempted to do a 3, just because it'd be easier to build. Yeah, I'm gonna do a 3 deep tile. Because like if I do it too deep, then we'll have to build another ladder or let them scoot along. One makes mustache not see jokes, and the other would happily join the flowers. Now, I don't think we need to make it out of bunker tiles. I think we just make it out of insulated tiles. To be honest, I recognize the words, but that combination doesn't make sense. Yeah, no, I'm with Dan on that one. That sentence does not compute. Oh! Mustache Nazi jokes, gotcha. Joining the flowers. Okay, so nobody understood all of it, Aster. I understood about none of it. They're a nature person. Okay. This is gonna be one of those, like, chill and talk while the dupes do things type of streams, guys. We might try the AFK stream thing tonight again if we need to. So I'm not a hippie, but like hippie adjacent-ish. Oh, fair. I grew up near like hippie capital USA. I frequently went into the town of Woodstock to go buy groceries and like hang out and do things. Crystal's nature and obsessed with planes. Planes or plants? Other references people get. Yes, we love you. Planes? I mean, planes are okay. We have a friend we called Turbo who does planes in Minecraft, but he also, I believe he flies jets in real life too, so he very rarely comes in to hang out because in chat. I met him playing on the console craft server. Spitfires. Very nature-ish. Plane obsessed might be statistic adjacent. If it was trains, I would know for sure. Something seems wrong there. No, that's right. Right? Yeah, that'll do. All right. So steam turbines up here. Both got that neurospicy. Yeah. I'm very, I don't know. For anybody who wasn't here last night, I got my official, spicy diagnosis. So, I'm officially ADHD, avoidant personality, PTSD, and bipolar 2, as of last night. So, yay, I guess. I mean, I still watch a 100 plus freight cars roll by halfway. Yay, weird Ani water mechanics. Isn't that beautiful? So the real question is, how are we going to regulate this whole thing? Like, I mean, I guess that's not the real question, but I have no idea what we're doing. And I think we can do 5 steam turbines per aqua tuner per cooling loop. That's my hometown would complain about the freight trains rolling through, and I'd be like, why? It's a valid excuse to sit for 30 minutes doing nothing. I mean, being late places is not an enjoyable experience. Leaks came out today about the Black Flag remake. You may not be happy about it. I mean, I'm not really happy in general at the moment, so that's fine. Just watch a train roll by, and if you're late, just go train, and everyone understands. Not everyone. I've definitely had bosses that were like, that's lack of planning on your part. Train's on a schedule. Take a route that doesn't require you to have problems with a train. They're potentially revamping the loot and combat system to be more in line with the RPG games. Oh, but I have the original, so I don't care. Right? They're not going to change my game, are they? Like, I'm not going to buy the remake if I already have the original. Yeah, I mean, sucks for anybody who wants to buy it now. If you're rural-ish. Just build a ramp, that way you can, like, vault over the train on your way to work. It's like 3 birds with 1 stone. That's a better view of the train. It's a ramp, and you get to work. See, I'm just solving problems you didn't even know you had over here. Alright, we need more reasonable goals for the next playthrough, because this is getting absurd. One thing you can't do in the original game, they took the servers down for the fleet missions. It locks you out of a couple good unlocks, but not game breaking. Mr. Brain, raiding in with a party of 1. How you doing, Brain? What's a good word? Did you bring Pinky with you? Guys, go check out Mr. Brain. Mr. Brain is a good friend now, coming to the channel. It's a brainwave. The cranium is here to raid your noggin. I mean, if you find anything in there, you can have it. I'm pretty empty-headed and nonsensical today. Pinky is not with me today. I miss the freight trains, not gonna lie. So, I think my favorite line, quote, back and forth from Pinky and the Brain is just one episode where Brain is doing like some sort of math or something, and he's like, yeah, da 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 da, right, Pinky? Pinky? Pinky! And then Pinky just falls out of nowhere and lands like right like off camera or something, and Brain is like, Pinky, what were you doing up there? He's like, just having a dandy of a time cleaning our chimney. But we don't have a chimney, Pinky. Oh, well there you are then. No, Pinky, there you are. I'm absolutely nowhere near that vicinity. That's like my favorite Pinky and the Brain moment ever. Been a bit under the weather, so ending a bit earlier than normal, but figured this was a perfect spot given that we were both playing Ani. Yeah, I want this playthrough to be done. At this point, I'm continuing to play out of pure stubbornness. Were you here when the nuclear reactor melted down? There's a clip up on the channel if you weren't. Yeah, that was intense. It's been running good though. Lurking, but I found a cool circlet in Skyrim you might want for your character. Ooh. I feel good. Oh, so as far as the Skyrim playthrough goes, I actually did a whole bunch of trading and crafting off camera after stream in the next day, the other day. So I may or may not have a couple of extra levels when we get back on. None of it is from combat or questing. All of it is from like alchemy and speech. Like I actually understand the loop now. Make potion to make enchanting better. Enchant gear to be alchemy gear. Use alchemy gear to make a better fortify enchanting potion. Enchant new gear with better alchemy enchants. Use the better alchemy enchanted gear to make just circle that and circle that and circle that until you have god gear. I didn't go super far. Ride that loop to godly level. Yeah. And the other thing I realized is that I forget who it was. I forget his name, but the one that was helping me set up all the alchemy stuff at the house, the potions that he recommended I make, they go for like 500 a piece, and I haven't even maxed out any type of speech thing. So I literally just like, I don't even need to capture souls is what I realized. I just go to the traders and just sell them the potions, buy everything they have that we might need, all of the hide, all of the metal, all of the filled soul gems, and then sell them the potions and buy all that stuff back and forth. Anything else you find you might need, and then by the time you've gone to all of the traders that can do that, they're usually reset. It takes a couple of days to do that. So then you just keep looping that over and over and over and over again. And when you run out of potions, you go and make new potions because by then all of the plants have grown. And then you're at a point where, dear God. And then you just have tons of grand soul gems. So you can just keep making better gear. So in the Steam Powered Giraffe fandom, we went wild because in the Animaniacs reboot, at some point, Brain's like, "Hey, Pinky, you think what I am? What? Thinking what I am?" To which Pinky replies, "Yeah. What does Steam Powered Giraffe eat?" Oh my god, that's awesome. Pinky and the Brain, great show. Oh my god. Don't crash. Yeah, I see. I see. That goes through. Yeah, you see, there's potential for that CO2 to get in if things hit the wrong way. Alright, making all the good calls. Okay, so I feel like... Oh, God. It's probably faster. Yeah. Welcome to Oxygen Not Included. Where half of the game is just undoing stuff you've already done. Alright, off to lurk and head to bed. Night, everyone. Night, Mr. Brain. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the lurk. May all of your hamsters be from space. Unfortunately, I've only ever had hamsters from Earth. I mean, you're missing out. Ani liquid mechanics. Most beautiful thing in the game. It has occurred to me just now that the game might decide for us when this becomes a steam room, because this water is going to run down here and there's like a couple 100 tons. No. That won't cause pressure damage unless something dumb happens. What are the odds that the water just does something super dumb with 3 different kinds of water? You know? Probably pretty good. We might be in for a show. Someone should really study hamsters. I've never heard of a hamster dying in anything other than a fucked up circumstances. Our hamster just died sleeping one night. I went to go, like, get him out of his little spot, and he wouldn't move, and I pulled him out, and his nose was missing, and there were ants crawling into his face. Anyway. Really study him. Now, does heat actually travel upward in Ani, or is that not a thing? First hamster got a giant tumor. My dad decided that since my grandfather was a vet, this made my dad qualified to do hamster surgery. It did not end well. No! No, that sounds terrible. That's worse than my aunt's story, Carrie. Hold on, I've got an idea on how to do this. Another hamster got loose in my closet. I accidentally stepped on it while searching. No! I got bitten by a hamster, then scratched on the bite by it. Yeah. Hamsters, man. This seems like an odd conversation. I'm also entirely too calm. I apologize for being low energy Nether tonight. Like I said, I'm not really doing great. Like, not for any particular reason either. Just not. Days of low energy. Am I? Well, this map's not symmetrical. Nearly made that hamster past tense. Was almost a new hamster. Oh my god. Be nice to the hamster. Where did the steam come from? Where did the steam come from? Why is there steam? I don't understand. Why? Why is there steam? Well, you see, when a mommy water and a daddy fire love each other very, very much. I'm really not okay with this. Why? Why is this stuff 231C? Why? There's just no reason. I don't understand. We keep dealing with this problem, and it keeps being a problem. I don't understand. Funk from the last few days, sorry. No, it's fine. Is the liquid sulfur just always there to being hot? We have done this so many times. We're like, all right, let's move all of the hot objects on the map over here into the steam room. And there just keeps being more stuff that's just too hot. And I'm getting frustrated because even though we want this all to be a steam room, if we don't get rid of the other gases first, it's not going to work right. Like, I don't care if it's 1,000,000 degrees in here. I just don't want steam yet. I'm glad you're feeling better, Aster. 6.7 tons at 159 C. So good. It's just so necessary. Do 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 do. I'm listening to Infected Mushroom. What are you guys listening to? Oh, I don't know why I had it on a 1. I'm listening to Nether Cloud. Oh my god. Funny story, I know that guy. Alright, one of them dropped something over here. And now it's cold again? What a coincidence, me too. Oh my god. Look at them run with the little trails of heat behind them. Can't believe how much magma we've eaten. 9.8 tons, 8.1 tons, 9.4 tons. Oh shit. Okay, those are off already. Fair. Yeah, no mega projects for stream anymore, guys. I feel like I'm never gonna finish this. It's a little discouraging, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm proud of myself for facing today, then got my glasses. I also bought myself shampoo and conditioner specifically for curls, so hopefully get my wavy hair back soon. Oh, nice! I have wavy hair when I let it grow out, although I haven't let it grow out in a very long time, so maybe that's changed. I used to have very long, very wavy / curly hair when I was younger. Why do bridges transfer so much heat? Mr. Mustachio, how's it going? Welcome to the madness. Your dupe is still in training, but he's getting close. Meanwhile, I've managed to get steam into the place that's supposed to be a steam room before it's supposed to be a steam room. God damn it, how long does it take to vacuum out a map? Lucky him, mine all died due to an unfortunate forget to take off something accident. What did you do? My hair used to turn into almost low ringlets as a kid and got more wavy as it grew up. Oh. My sister had hair like that. We're dumping all the water we collected into these little infinite systems out onto the map so that we can actually get that started as the steam room. Alright, 98 is 100C. I used to red alert because he fell asleep really bad spot. Then I freaked out because I didn't turn it off apparently for 3 cycles and everything went to bye-bye. By the time I figured it out, more than half died. Oh my god. Why is this so hot? I don't understand. Don't make that mistake again. Yeah, that's the great thing about Ani. You learn those things over time. You only make certain mistakes once. This is, not really going great. I was changing the combat system and updating. It just finished the Black Flag leaks. They are removing the present-day sequences, which were awful, adding 4 hours of pirate content to fill in the time that the preset day sequences took up, filling out the map a bit more, but not adding to it, just adding more stuff on the island that already exists, and adding back in all the cut content that was cut for the original release. So are they changing the mechanics, or no? As well as changing the combat system and updating inventory systems. Interesting. Okay, I feel like we've gotten that reasonably under control. I don't think the debris is going to transfer enough heat to really fuck this up. I'm honestly not optimistic about getting this map vacuumed out. At this point, I'm about ready to turn on dev mode and just delete all the gases. Echo, what's up? And I'm currently, the stream seems going well so far. Good job, Echoes. Yeah. Generally, I mean, I don't know. Generally, it's rude to go into somebody else's stream and say you're streaming, but I'm glad you're doing well. fancy combat system to a more modern hitbox system and updating the gear and inventory system to match the combat changes. I don't know. Should I return the black flag that I got and get the remaster? I don't know what to do with it. I tried it, but the world was extremely tiny and didn't know what to do. Alright, sounds good, Echoes. I usually only play Spaced Out. I've tried playing with it off, and it just doesn't feel right, because I started with it on. This is a Spaced Out map. It's the lab. You can play classic-sized asteroids on Spaced Out, Mr. Mustachio. When you're starting the game, just pick classic size, and there'll be big maps. Yeah. I watched a lot of Classic before I started playing, so when I started playing, I was a little nervous about Spaced Out. I was like, I don't know, this kind of changes the game to something I don't necessarily want it to be. But now that I play with Spaced Out, I kind of can't imagine playing without it. Difficulty, try again and see if you can do better second time. I don't like Classic, honestly. Every playthrough I start, it's in the nastiest biomes. Yeah, yeah, Oni does make you fail upward. I think I'm close to 2,200 hours in this game at the moment. For the next playthrough we do, which I might take a break between this playthrough and the next playthrough, to be honest with you, I kind of want to do a small asteroid. I'm thinking about also cranking the difficulty up with the sliders to like a max difficulty type situation, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that's a great idea. I mean, we play Ani on a very max difficulty type deal, so... I mean, not Ani. We play RimWorld on a very max difficulty situation, so I'm not sure if it's a good idea to throw this into the equation as well. Hey, Delicath. How's it wiggling? What's the good word? Liquid, let's do petroleum here. Ooh, printables. When Spaced Out, do you just planet hop and choose one to settle on? That was my confusion. My goal is to automate all of the planets that have resources to shoot them back to the home map. Your first and second map, because of the teleporters, often wind up like working in conjunction, almost like two cities having a freeway between them with the teleporters. So like you can kind of send liquids, gases, and solids back and forth. It's just kind of like a choke point in the resources. And they usually both have something going for them that's different than the other planet. So I'll often treat it like that. Like maybe do ranching on the first planet and farming on the second planet type of thing. But then the planets out farther in space, sometimes you could just set up a colony. A lot of people just set up like a remote colony. Like I'm going to put 3 or 5 dupes here to run the machines that need to run so they can launch resources back. My goal is generally to completely automate all of that so that we land there, set up the infrastructure, and then it just keeps firing resources home with the interplanetary launcher. But Yeah, I mean, everybody plays it differently, but there's a niobium volcano that you're going to want to get your hands on that you're going to want to constantly get more and more niobium because it's like, you know, upgraded steel. Meant to be played in conjunction. Yeah, all the different planets, yeah. It's not like go and find the planet you like and live there. It's more like get what you need from each one. Like there's a planet that has a living tree that you feed food to, but it usually doesn't have the best way of producing food on the planet, so a lot of people have food that they make on planet and then fire it over to the tree after a flash freeze, feed it to the tree, and then send home the resin. We worked out a system like that in the last playthrough. It was pretty cool. Actually, I don't want you in there. Now, we're going to have to chop it into pieces, but for now... I sort of do it the same way Nether does, but I try to hit the self-sustainability mark on each planet and see how long it goes without intervention. Best run was a little over cycle, 6,500. Nice. I generally look at it as like, I want every resource in the galaxy. Like, I wanna tackle every resource in the galaxy and send every single one back to my main planet where it's all processed. But I mean, the win condition in almost every Ani colony in existence, I feel like, is, did we break the computer yet? Because to accomplish what I actually want to accomplish in this game, I feel like you'd need to be running it on, like, the most amazing of supercomputers. And I feel like even still, the game itself would have problems with the calculations. I mean, everybody plays the game a little bit differently in that regard, too. Some people are all about doing the all achievement runs. Some people have specific challenges. Like, we did a challenge. It's kind of fun. Maybe we'll do this challenge again. And that's, you have 100 cycles to make a colony fully sustainable for 8 dupes. Start with a build or concept in mind. Like, maybe I want food loop based on chlorine. Yeah. Like, the concept for this map was a map that's an entire steam room. Will we get there before Nether loses his mind? You know, that's yet to be seen, but... I mean, I feel like we're making progress in that direction, but my ADHD is starting to kick real hard about this playthrough, and I'm just starting to get to the point where I'm like, I don't care anymore. Vegan food. Were you still growing mushrooms? I mean, honestly, veggie poppers are a better food than mushrooms. At one point, we were gonna make what was it? Stuffed berries, and I just got bored of organic food. We have almost 4 million fried mushrooms, 2 million barbecue, 1.6 million veggie poppers, 1 million tender brisket, 500,000 gristleberry, almost 500,000 omelets. Oh, Carrie, you have 100 cycles to make a base fully sustainable for 8 dupes, and then you have to take your hands off the keyboard and see how long it can live. I noticed the other evening you basically set yourself up for mushroom quiche other than the lettuce. I thought that's where we were going, and then I started... Basically, I got to the point where I was like, wait, everything requires me to work with chlorine and/or bleach stone. Nope, we're just gonna eat barbecue and just gonna eat barbecue and veggie poppers and whatever else comes out. I mean, I think the stuffed berries would be really easy to do, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of over this playthrough. I am still playing this playthrough out of sheer stubbornness to actually accomplish the goal. I'm really glad we built the nuclear reactor, though. That was a fun project. No, they don't. That's why I wanted to make them. But I kept being like, oh, we should make this thing. Oh, no, that requires this and this and this. Stuffed berries is where I landed, because I was like, oh, that's a +4 food that doesn't require any type of bleachstone or chlorine. Because mushroom wraps, the lettuce requires bleachstone, right? I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to make a Paku farm. Nor do I want to make another, like, we've done slicksters in every playthrough, so it's like, I don't want to make slicksters in Paku. Like, I've done that a million times. Pepper bread, great, except we haven't actually run across sleet wheat yet on this map, and we haven't gone to the other map. So Megafron would require us to deal with chlorine. I don't want to do that. Mushroom quiche, again, lettuce, chlorine. Don't want to deal with it. Curried beans. I don't even know what curried beans is. Tonic root? I don't know what tonic root even is. Tofu. How do we make tofu? Is that nosh beans again? What do nosh beans require? Meh. Sheer delectable is for tonic root. Oh! No, we're not doing that. We have 11 voles in there. We also probably have, like, tons of millet. I like the grubfruit preserve, personally. Yeah, we could totally do that. We have a liquid sulfur geyser over here. And, like, in stock, we have 549 tons of sulfur. I just got bored of doing food. I swear to God, every playthrough I set out to do good food, and every playthrough I get to the point where I've got such amazing mood without any good food that I'm like, I don't care. I was gonna do food. Now I don't care about food. Is the floor done over here? Maybe one day I'll actually make frost burgers. But probably not. I am running into a little bit of a motivation issue with Ani right now. I'm a fan of hatch abuse. Had 300 plus in my last stable. Plenty of barbecue to go around. That'll do it. I'm running out of goals that I actually want to accomplish. Like, I know a lot of people do all achievement runs. I am a fan of vole abuse. I was so stoked to have like 50 or 60 voles in that closet. When they escaped and we had to kill them all, I was very upset. Like, we've melted the interior of a rocket. We've done a nuclear reactor. I mean, I've done a nuclear reactor before, but we even designed our own nuclear reactor this time. I mean, last time, we didn't actually wind up spinning it up in the main world, but I designed a sour gas boiler with help from you guys. They stayed up all night. Food fully sustained and critter. To a Noah's Ark. Oh, God. Part is, while you can do an all achievements run, unfortunately you can't do them all anymore due to the meteor. Oh, what do you mean? Like, all achievements runs are not a possibility because there's some you can only get with the meteor type of thing? Oh, okay. Yeah. So you'd have to decide. Well, I was never going to do one anyway. Yeah, basically, like, my issue is when I first started playing Ani, I was just obsessed with the crazy machines. I was like, oh, I want to build a petroleum, like, so stoked to build a petroleum boiler and, like, a sour gas boiler and a nuclear reactor. And, like, I was really into building, like, cool ranches, like, making the Dreco Ranch good and all these things. And then, like, kitchens got me my interest. Now I'm at the point that I've pretty much, like, I've got a design I like for almost everything. And I don't have any particular, like, goals in mind. Like, there's no, like, let's see if we can beat it this fast. Like, speed running has never been my thing in any game, so I have no interest in being like, let's see how fast we can get to the tear, or, like, see how fast we can do XYZ. And I'm out of machines that I want to build, or, like, layouts that I want to do. Like, I could go into a debug world and optimize the things I have to, like, perfection, but based by heating the CO2 exhaust, you dumping into space. Like, as a goal, or as something I should do in this playthrough currently? Just an idea. Yeah, I see, like, that's the type of stuff I would just do in a debug world. Like, that doesn't make me want to play the game. It doesn't jump out to me as, like, an idea. This build the whole map into a steam room kind of speaks to me, but I'm also, like, it's taking so long that I'm getting a little bored. Not gonna lie. Like, I'm about to just turn this whole, like, playthrough into a sandbox map. Like, yeah, great. We have the capability to do it. Let's just turn on sandbox mode so we can do it today and be done with it. I mean, that's, you know, that doesn't feel like an accomplishment at that point, but... Yeah, like, I'm not necessarily asking for a solution. I'm just explaining how I feel about it. Where I'm just like, eh. Alright, I'm just gonna do the same thing with all of this. Igneous? We have enough igneous? 2, 4, 5. Dear God. I was all about how can I exploit the max use case on a room, almost like running a base off 2,000 plug slugs. Were they happy? No, but I had power. Yeah. No, and I get that. Like, my big thing for a long time was, like, can I recycle every bit of heat that I'm using? Like, if I'm cooling the base with an aqua tuner, let's make sure that that gets dumped into the same steam room that's producing power. And that became a big thing for me, was like, let's not waste a single scrap of heat that could be turned into power. But I'm getting to the point where I don't know. I don't know what the most recent DLCs, like, I'm not going to say they're bad DLCs, but they don't inspire me to do anything new and interesting. Just some cool little tidbits. Like, I like the Lura plants as far as, like, a neat, like, earlier game, I feel like you get plastic earlier game with Lura plants than any of the other methods. So I think that's kind of cool. It makes it a little bit more accessible because everybody struggles with the mid game. Like, how do I get plastic? How do I get steel? So that's a great way to do that. The cold map makes it a lot easier to get to like the stuff from Frosty Planet Pack. The Phloxes are awesome. They add a really great loop with the Drecos. So you have infinite wood, food, and dirt and plastic and, you know, reed fiber. It's like this really great loop of stuff. But it's just all of them have been filling in something. None of them have been like this like giant thing of like, oh my God, that changes the way I look at the game. I've got a million projects I want to do. Like they're all like, oh cool, that's a neat little tool they've added to the toolkit. Like I think they're awesome DLCs. I don't know. Doesn't make me jump up and down and like feel like you know, it's hour zero again. Which will probably never happen. You never go back to that magic moment. Actors and radiation was an attempt at that. Yeah. See, I didn't play before Spaced Out. When I came in, I bought the core game and Spaced Out together. There were no other DLCs besides that when I started. So, I've been playing with radiation since the beginning. Game, I turn on everything and change the options to guaranteed because I want to see all the things. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I turn off a lot of the... usually I turn off George. I don't like getting dupes randomly that I have no control over. So I turn off George. Scenarios of the DLC. It was a small challenge since a longer time. Yeah, this has been a great map. I'm a big fan of... This is the lab from Prehistoric. The dinos themselves really didn't feel like a huge thing to me. Like, I can't stand the lums. Mealwood? I don't even think we have... Do we have Alvia Vero? No, we have meal... I don't know if we have that. Let's grab that. I don't even get... That guy says to give him food and there's no option. What do you mean? Give him food? Give who food? Can I have some? George, I think. Oh. Yeah, I don't like this. I also never unfreeze the frozen friend on the second planet. I don't like the idea of taking random dupes. I like being selective about my team. Didn't all that much enjoy dinosaurs. They needed something more. I agreed, Allie. I was talking about what I would want from a DLC like a week or two ago. I want to see something that's comparable to the steam turbine aquatuner contraption. Like, I'd like to see an accessible, different way of deleting heat. And I know of all the niche, like, crazy, ridiculous ways of deleting heat. Maybe I don't know all of them, but I'm not talking about that. Like, I'm talking about, like, oh, steam turbine takes in steam, puts out chiller water. Oh, aquatuner moves heat around. Like, once you get the basic concepts of Ani and that you have to put together contraptions, the ATST setup just, it's reasonably accessible and makes sense. There's no other setup like that in the game. Like, you are going to build steam rooms unless you are specifically doing, like, an actual freezer unit. Giant space radiator. I don't know even like an actual freezer unit, because the freezer would be also moving the heat around, right? Because the inside of the freezer gets cold and the outside, like, the radiator coils move the heat. Like, something akin to a steam turbine. I don't know what it would be. It might have to be some, like, crazy space contraption that doesn't make sense in reality. Because I'm trying to think of, like, what in real life even does that. And I'm like, yeah, literally, like, steam turbines are everything. Like, I used to think so much about, like, power in real life. It's like, oh, nuclear power is crazy. Nuclear power is just a way of heating water to push steam turbines. Coal power is blah, blah, blah. Coal is just a way to heat water to push steam turbines. Everything about power is turning things into steam to push steam turbines. So I haven't done any of that yet. I just tile hot things into cold things that I need heated, vice versa. Just radiate cold towards whatever is passing through it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a specific example, like, which is why I'm not like, I can't believe they haven't done this yet, because I don't know what it would be. I just would like to see something interesting done with heat deletion. Like, I know you can use Pacus to delete heat because they're born at a specific temperature and stuff like that. So, and I know you can, like, there's all sorts of weird, wonky tricks like that. Like, even theoretically, an electrolyzer is a way of deleting heat because they'll output at 75 degrees max. So if you dump 95 degree water into an electrolyzer, you're actually deleting 20 degrees of heat, which is fine. But, like, all these, like, little bits and pieces, they're not... Wouldn't the best option be an oil well? Probably. Imagine aliens arrive on Earth and they have this super powerful black hole drives and they are like, it's super efficient at spinning the turbine by making steam. Yeah, basically. You know, funny thing, Lolo, I was trying to picture how like a singularity drive would work, like a black hole, and what I thought about was like, well, converting to energy basically revolves around spinning something that uses a magnet to convert to electricity. So if you could contain a singularity and put a shell around it with things that are like pulled towards it that force spinning, that rotational energy could then push a turbine to make power. But that's all we've ever learned is like magnet to electricity, electricity to magnet. Turn heat into power through magnetism. Like, waste of resources somehow. Right, and I mean, solar isn't any way of dealing with heat either. Like, it's very limited power in that you can't scale it because once you've covered the top of the map is covered. And it doesn't change the fact that your batteries are going to heat up your map. So then you have to cool the batteries somehow. How are you going to cool the batteries? Well, you're going to set up a steam turbine and an aqua tuner, and you're going to cool the batteries that way. Like, that's what I mean, is like, no matter what you do, you set up a steam room. So there's a clip of me being like, why is everything in Ani a steam room? I mean, technically looking at the components of this game, you could kind of make a Dyson Sphere world, but I don't know if power is transferable. It is. There's batteries, Mr. Mustachio. You can charge batteries, launch them through an interplanetary launcher, discharge them on that planet, and then launch back the empties. Just takes too long to cool things. Yeah, exactly, Allie. So I'd like to see something interesting done with temperature management. And, like, I don't know what that is. Like, if I knew what that was, I'd be writing them an email right now. We'd hit pause, and we'd be writing them, like, we'd be getting all the details down, working all the kinks out, and, like, hitting up Aki to make a mod for us so that we could show it to the devs. But I don't know, I feel like every DLC now is like, oh, you know how you made reed fiber this way and plastic this way and this way? Well, now you make them this way. You know, like, it's just a different way of doing all of the same things. I'd like to see something more. And I don't want to sound like I'm bitching. I've got well over 2,000 hours out of this game, and even with all the DLCs, I mean, what is that? It's like less than $100 for all of the stuff. Giant space radiator, Lolo, you and your radiator. Like, I honestly don't know what to say. Like, it's just like we didn't know what to ask for in RimWorld. Oh, ads, right. Pigs in space. How do I want to deal with this? No, that's not right. Does it even matter? do. Are we back from ads yet? No. We should kill it. Kill the ads. Defeated the evil ads. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, what were we talking about? I don't even know what we were talking about. Also, I hate Spaced Out for making shine bugs radioactive. Shine bug reactors, I end up making some every game. I hate shine bugs. I avoid shine bug reactors at any cost. They drive me, like, I made one last playthrough, and it wound up just having like 800 shine bugs that I couldn't kill because people were getting vomit radiation sickness just trying to kill one at a time. So I goddamn had to build a rocket with an automated robot flyer to land on top of them over and over again. I hate shine bugs. Shine bugs are like a kill on sight for me unless I absolutely have to keep them. Making a thermal refrigerator of some sorts. Thermal refrigerator, yes. Yeah, I honestly, like, I wish I knew what to say. I was getting to the comparison of RimWorld, right? Everybody said, man, I really wish the RimWorld devs would open up the map a bit. Like, it'd be great if they would just open up the map. And nobody knew how. And then Odyssey came out and was like, holy fuck, this is the thing we needed. And nobody pictured it. Nobody pictured it. It was just something that happened, and it was like, crap. I could never play the game without Odyssey now. Like, it's so perfect what they did, but I had nobody had any way of telling them this is exactly what you need to do. It was just had to happen, you know, naturally. Okay, I can do this better now. I mean, that should work, right? I usually use rads to power my rockets, but I have to get creative with the radiation in space. I know that everybody loves Radbolt rockets. I don't like Radbolt rockets. I'm a petroleum guy all the way. Like, even in our last playthrough, we just made an infinite storage on the rocket for petroleum. Right, I also need to bring polluted water up here. Wow, I was screwing that up forever. Already dumped one of those things entirely. I always struggle with the petroleum rockets, usually in the way of having enough. Slickster farms. Petroleum boiler into Slickster farms has always been my thing. Ever since I saw Francis John do it before I ever played this game, I was like, that is brilliant. You just make a petroleum boiler, like, make a whole bunch of Slickster farms. You know, you sport like 75, 80 Slicksters on the CO2 from it. Run it constantly. You get enough barbecue for like 50 dupes. You get enough water. It's a water positive process, so you get extra water, which you can then feed into your spam. You probably still need other water, but it's still like a water positive process. It's like all the things about it. That was like my favorite thing going into the game. It was like, I can't wait to make a petroleum boiler and do that. And if you run the right combination, like half molten Slicksters, half regular Slicksters, the regular Slicksters augment the crude that you're missing from when they empty the oil wells, because they don't actually output a full 10 kilos. They output like 9.93 or something like that, or 9.666, whatever it is. It's like, because there's the small downtime, you don't get the full 10 kilo pipe. But if you run like, I think it's like 4 or 5 regular Slickster farms, it fully makes up for that, and maybe then a little bit of extra, just, you know, in case you need crude for liquid locks or something. And then the rest you run is molten Slicksters, and then the molten Slicksters make the petroleum to fill your rockets. Like, that's my favorite thing in the game as far as like loops and ways to build and play. Like, that's what makes the most sense to me. But then you do that half a dozen times in a game and you're like, right, that whole part where every playthrough is exactly the same now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just running my mouth because I'm a streamer live on the internet. You know. Again, this is not a harsh criticism of the game. The game is brilliant. This is just me being like, I've got over 2,000 hours in the game. I'd like to see something new, you know? The Cloud in chat, I wonder how this game would be if each run randomized with a range the properties of each element. I mean, it's an interesting concept. I don't think that would be something I'd be into, but I could see some people being into that. How are you, Bellicosti? Has to be done? What has to be done? I say that because it would break some builds and force new ones. Yeah, but I don't know about forcing creativity, you know what I mean? Some people love their builds. I mean, not that they would have to play that way if that was an option, but... I say that because it would break some buildings. Talking. I'm going to struggle with the petroleum rocket. What has to be done? Sorry, Ali. I am tired and broken. Talking must be done. So you got to play through where oxygen was solid and everything died at the start. Talking must be... I'm confused. That's fine. I don't need to understand what's going on. And I often don't. I must talk. Are you talking about me as a streamer? The talking must be done because I'm streaming, so I must talk? I don't know. I'm losing it here. Because that's what they're saying. Okay, okay. I gotcha. Yes. Okay, fair. Fair. Because we're building over top of backing tiles. And the game gets weird when you do that. Wait. Did I screw this up? Oh, shit. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I think, did I count wrong, or do we just not have a full... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so no, that's 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, can't have 6 on there. That doesn't work. So you gotta go. So that means that this was in the correct space, and I totally didn't need to delete that. What I've seen is everyone is doing the same thing, and it's pretty boring when no one is using all the other things in the game. Yeah. I mean, I think every game winds up getting to a meta point, right? And I think Ani has had its meta for quite a long time now. I mean, it's the same thing with RimWorld as well. It's like there is a meta to what weapons you use, and like there's a few different scenarios where it's like, oh well, I want to do a mountain base, so I do this and this and this, or I want to do, you know, basically there's just a handful of ways to go about things, just like Ani. Like I want to do X, Y, and Z with my playthrough, and there's a meta for it. It's already been established. Okay, most things need to be built in a certain order. People do things the same ways because that's usually a very good way to do it. When they don't, it's usually horribly bad. Yeah. Ah, you know what I forgot about? Wires. That's not that hard, is it? No, we'll figure that out later. I don't know, like I said, I'm not criticizing the game. The game is marvelous. I have tons of time in the game. There just reaches a certain point where you're like... You want to do so. I watch so many new streamers absolutely cook their bases with geothermal before they understand it. Yeah! I mean, when I first started, I made all of the mistakes that everybody makes when they start playing the game. Like, my first world, I ran out of igneous rock. 'Cause I thought, like, oh, I want to have lots of barbecue. I'm just gonna have, like, 10 hatch ranches. Not realizing that, yeah, you're gonna run out of igneous rock real fast if you're feeding, like, you know, 80 hatches constantly. And then I ran out of coal as well. Like, I was relying on the hatches to make the coal for power, and they were eating all the igneous rock. I think we've all done that once or twice. Had a few die out before cycle 50. Yeah, it's kind of almost like a rite of passage to run too many hatch ranches, right? I think my first metal volcano tamer didn't involve a steam turbine. Then how did you tame it then? Everything broke. It's fair. Fair design. Damn it. Everything has to get broken and fixed. There was a multiple of 5. I screwed up on the first one. An actually tamed method. I'm great at that. Okay. God damn it. Well. God damn it. That's painful. I like the I'm going to build a box for later method. Box for later? Are we having leftovers for dinner? Also, is anybody as bored with food as I am? Yeah, gold or iron for sure. Usually pop open a metal volcano a little further from home and just let it do its thing for free. Free metal. Yeah, put it in a small box and worry about it later. No, I have food issues, so never. Oh, okay. I should stipulate that I've been, like, limiting my diet so that I could lose weight. I've been eating healthy and I'm bored. All I wanted to do was buy a box of cookies today. I mean, I ate cookies over the weekend, and I'm like, you can't eat cookies for the rest of the week, because if you do, you're gonna fuck up what you're trying to accomplish. I have food issues too. Like, and I'm not just trying to lose weight for the sake of losing weight. I would like to be skinnier in, like, just to be skinnier, but also I need to be the right weight for my height because it's good for my stomach problems, the ones that put me in the hospital. So, you know, I like not being in the hospital. That's, like, a good thing. But God, I'm bored with food. Go to the grocery store and I'm like, I don't want any of this. When I go on a diet, I get sick. First time I discovered I have about a kidney stone, but I discovered I have hypothyroidism, which going on the meds, I've lost 50 pounds so far this year. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, did you need to lose weight? Or want to lose weight, I should say. My first cat had hyperthyroidism. We started to get it under control, and then he got cancer. So that was like a terrible thing. I still have his ashes. Actually, that could work like that. I don't actually need to move those things. Just trying to center them reasonably well, but it's not like we don't have time to fucking rebuild things. My doctor told me I'd never be able to lose weight no matter how hard I tried. I'm 290 right now. 5'11", struggling to get below 290 though. Damn. I'm so sorry. I was up to 285 at one point. I'm 6 foot tall. I went all the way down to 185 when I was in the hospitals. Like, very, like, I did not look healthy. And then I went back up to 265, and that's when I started to, like, be like, all right, I need to get this under control. And I'm at about 225 right now. I was down to 217, but I can't seem to keep myself below, like, floating between 220 and 225. I get to a certain point where I'm like, I need fucking potato chips. Apparently 180 is just a healthy weight, and I'm like, can't be a twig. See, when I went to get my physical the other day, their scale said I was 226, 225, 226, and she's like, you could stand to lose 5 pounds. And I was like, okay, well, if I take off my clothes, I'll lose 5 pounds. But I took that to mean that 220 was a pretty healthy weight for me, which I'm 6 feet tall. I guess, yeah, that might be the difference between 6 foot and 5'11". I mean, an inch doesn't sound like a lot, but... Right? I don't know. There are 12 inches in a foot, right? I look great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Since last October, I've basically been eating the same things, and they're reasonably healthy. Like, not like healthy, but like, I eat an apple and a banana for lunch. That is my lunch. Every day. I still like apples and bananas, but again, bored. I eat a lot of berries and granola, grapes, some cheese. I like to get sandwiches on like a whole wheat English muffin. Get like turkey and cheese and like half an avocado. But I mean, that's like, I just described every piece of food that I've eaten in the last year, other than when I like lost my mind. I was like, I can't eat the same goddamn thing anymore. And I went and got like chicken tenders and a bottle of soda and a box of, you know, bag of chips or box of cookies. I just want to eat cookies. Cookies are so good when you're sad. All right, I'm just going to rebuild this where it was. Right? Yeah, that's fine. Totally dumb of me to delete it. It's like, it's all wrong! Fuck this! Zucchini pasta? I have not. I think I've had it, but... I don't remember eating it specifically. Like, so I grew up very Italian. So I love me my pastas, pizzas, all the things. Chicken parmesan. It needs lots of cheese, lots of sauce, lots of meat. I don't know why I deleted all this stuff. I mean, my big thing has always been portion control. Like, I don't keep food in my house. I live next door to... Nectarines are really good this time of year. Yeah, I like nectarines. I live next door to a grocery store, so I actually go every morning and buy food for the day. Because if I go and buy food for the week, it will be gone in 3 or 4 days, and I'll be large again. It's just what's gonna happen. I mean, I guess that's... Okay, so the only one that was at a really bad spot was this one. So that was a whole bunch of a wasted dupe energy, but it's not like we're getting any closer to this thing being done. I grew up on a more vegetable-based diet in another country. Now that I'm back in the States, veggies are 3 times the food. Then it's not the craving certain vitamins or minerals. Not like the meat like that. Logic only works if you aren't neurospicy. If you are like me and get some of your required dopamine from food, then it's not the craving certain vitamins or minerals. Yeah, no, exactly. I didn't want food because of vitamins or minerals today. I wanted food for dopamine. Because I get very little, like... I'm not doing good. Emotionally. It's one of the reasons I'm tired, is I'm, like, exhausted from crying. Like, I need a form of dopamine. And, I'm not getting it anywhere. Did you guys see the meme I posted? Where it's like, I am a man, woman, dumpster fire, and dumpster fire is checked. Seeking a man, woman, dopamine, and dopamine is checked. That is me at the moment. Overcome that stage in my cycle, but if y'all ever need a window to taco, I'm here. What happened? With dopamine? I mean, we all take care of each other here. It's what I love about this community. I mean, I need tacos that don't have calories in them. Can I have those? Like, for instance of how I grew up in my relationship with food, when we would have tacos, I wouldn't be done eating tacos until there were no more taco shells left. Everybody at my house would have, like, a couple of tacos at the table, eat dinner, you know, go and watch TV or whatever, and I would just stay at the table continuing to eat tacos. And they're like, you done eating yet? I'm like, no, there's still taco shells and there's still taco meat. I'm gonna keep eating. And I would just eat tacos until I ran out of shells to put the meat in. Make tacos with potatoes instead of meat. It is surprisingly good and not as caloric. I will still just eat all the tacos. Like that's the thing I'm saying, Bellicosity. Like, I have cold cuts in the refrigerator that I made a sandwich with, and I've done all the math. I could eat 2 of those sandwiches, an apple and a banana each day, like basically spread that out over 3 meals, and I lose a little bit of weight, so it's great for getting it down. So I could up that a little bit if I wanted to just keep steady. The problem is I make and eat one of those sandwiches, and I'm like, you know, it would be great if I had another one of those sandwiches. And then I would eat that one and be like, you know what would also be great? If I had another one of those sandwiches. And then I'd be like, well, I shouldn't eat another sandwich, but let me just have a slice of turkey, and a slice of turkey, and a slice of turkey. Oh, I ate all the meat and cheese that I was going to make the 4th sandwich with. Like, I will just sit and eat it all. So, like, I have to be very careful. Like, I appreciate you guys saying I look good, but it takes a lot for me to not just go and eat everything in the refrigerator right now. It's good, but it's definitely not better for you, just bad in a different way. Are we at micrograms? That's pretty cool. Hey, look! There's more steam! For some goddamn reason. Why? God, I hate this game. Unless you're eating the potatoes raw, but I'm not that level of insane. I had a buddy who tried doing the raw potato diet. Alright, so apparently we just need to keep moving hot resources into the steam room. Because water evaporates. What's up, Roni? Controlling steam. Not much. We're just talking about how, you know, neurospicy and bad eating habits go together. And how I want to go eat all the food in my refrigerator. I don't know how much longer I can do this playthrough, guys. I'm not gonna lie, like, I am losing it here. Sounds about right. You know what sounds about right? Sandwich. How we wind up with depleted uranium over here, I'll never know. Somehow we have liquid sulfur again. Less bad indeed. Damn it, game. I don't think we're ever going to get this place vacuumed out. It's starting to drive me nuts. Pastrami and pepperoni sandwich with a good creamy cheese. I mean, that sounds delicious, but also not good for you. Just replacing the protein you would be getting with starch, not less bad at all. It also depends on what kind of tacos you're making. Are you making beef tacos, turkey tacos, chicken? Potatoes have a lot of materials and vitamins. Hi, Tova. Guys, Tova streams on Tuesday mornings and is a very good human. What is that hot thing in the volcano above the hot patch? No idea. Well, there's sand, iron ore, mafic rock. I don't know. I think I remember what happened now. I think I was like, screw it, let's just sweep all the hot material into the base. I don't give a shit anymore. And then I never actually got around to sweeping it. Because, like, there's so much stuff to sweep on the map. Temperature gradient? I mean, I have it on relative temperature. This is the actual, like, default temperature setting. Hi, Tova. Yeah. Relative temperature is great if you want to find something. So, like, this is set to 81C being green. So we can find anything that's over 100C very easily. Like that is 197C. Mission to eat these doofs into the sun and start over and play a new game. I know, but that's so anticlimactic. I mean, I guess so is like banging your head into a wall for like a decade. Is it? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I might need an Ani break after this playthrough also. Like, I need a reason to play the game. Like, I need a goal. And, like, making a sustainable small planet kind of comes to mind, but that also is like, I've done it before. Quick, press the I win button and move on. There's a cutscene. Space and letting them die, and more anticlimactic than just ending the run. There's a cutscene, yeah. There is a cutscene for, like, doing things. So we could build a monument, or we could, like, send someone through the temporal tear. How is there regular sulfur here? Boiled gunk. What about no, we don't have any gunk. We don't have a single single bionic dupe in this whole playthrough. You not do something that is making you more miserable. That's my vote. I know. I'm stubborn. Everybody here knows I'm stubborn. Fair. I mean, on the plus side, I've found a nice configuration for the aqua tuners. I don't know. Is there something we can do to end this run that feels good for everybody? I mean, the thing is I just like... I don't feel like we're getting anything done. We're getting things done, but this is hours and hours of doing this. All the infinite water storage into the magma. That's fair. That's it's a solid one. Condensing sour gas. Well, how are we condensing sour gas? What do you mean? No, that's a wind condition. I don't know, I feel upset at myself because all of these runs end with like, you know what, I'm getting bored, we should just do a different run. And I feel like I should actually like accomplish one of the goals we set for ourselves. But, you know, does that work with a neurospicy brain? Maybe all of the runs are destined to end with me just being like, alright, I'm bored. Fucking turning sour gas to liquid methane. Oh yeah, we designed a sour gas boiler that boils plastic into sour gas and cools it back down to liquid methane. Very inefficient, but it worked. Well, in the test world, it worked. I'm bored of this run is how mine ended, it's fine. Yeah. That's how I handle my personal playthrough, why not yours? Fair. But then, man. I don't know. I don't know how to function. You do the magma dump. You did turn your entire planet into a steam room. True. God, I'm just looking at the map. I'm remembering when building a geothermal power plant was like super exciting. I was like, I can't wait to get like a good design. We threw this one together on stream and it's better than anything I've ever built in this game as far as geothermal. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? If we just stopped this run right now, what do we do? Silk Song. I'm not against that. RimWorld. I mean, those are both possibilities. All right, hang on. Let's like. No, wait. Do you have the mod that makes any run a Ceres Geovent? No idea what you're talking about. Hold on. No, I don't like Mind Over Magic. Mind Over Magic had potential in my mind, but I don't like turn-based combat, and the whole reason to get good at that is turn-based combat. Ani is the only Clay game I like. I think Clay is a great company, but I have tried all the other Clay games, and I don't like any of them. Feature that has a thing where you unclog some. Oh yeah. I remember that. All right. Well. Where is game? Okay, that should be right. All right. Let's see what that does. All right. It's raining magma, yes. Look, the whole map is a steam room. Yay, we're all gonna die. Yeah, oh yeah, they'll eventually die if it destroys enough stuff. See, we opened the infinite storages, so there's all this pressure damage going on, and all the liquids are basically just filling the base right now. They're all gonna die. Oh no, they won't need to take off their suits to die. I'm surprised they haven't, like, started stressing out yet. Mr. Mustachio will be the first one to die because he's not in a suit. He's just running on a wheel right here. I think so. I don't know. Maybe. You're still running. I don't know if I've ever done this on... No, I don't think I've ever done this, actually, on one of my playthroughs. I've done this on, like, sandbox maps. Now save them? No. Scalding. No. Yep. Hold on. I just got a real quick. Please kill the lums. Could have at least put them all in a box. Nah. Suffocating. Only 2% stress, though. Someone convinced me to not eat a $15 brick of cheese. Don't eat a $15 brick of cheese. Tova, I wanted to get a box of cookies and a whole bunch of, like, junk food tonight, and I ate a nice sandwich. It was turkey, a little bit of Havarti, and what is cheese without wine? Why don't we throw some chocolate into that equation? Crap ton of wine I haven't drank too. Sounds like you're all set. Is it good cheese or Walmart cheese? I also have chocolate. I mean, you're making this very hard to convince you. Does it matter? I mean, it does. If it's a $15 block of Velveeta, just don't do it. If it's a $15 block of, like, nicely aged cheddar, I could go for a can of spray cheese. Ugh. Good cheese can be an ounce. True. Extra sharp cheddar is good. I had Havarti today on my sandwich. I feel weird doing this to my colony, but seems like a fitting end. I mean, I made a hard save, so... Steam pressure, 5.5 kilos per tile. Incapacitated. Alright, they're going down. Suffocating. Mr. Mustachio is still on the wheel. Somehow the bees are still fine. Somebody died! Emergosa's drinking a soda. I mean, I'm surprised it's not worse, actually. Trying to buy a house and we are scrimping to do that, but I also don't feel like $15 would break. Just don't eat the cheese. You don't need the cheese. It's fine. Just lick the cheese. Then you'll have the taste of cheese without eating the cheese. Don't listen to me. These aren't good ideas. Playing the quartet on the Titanic. Yeah. Already bought the cheese. That $15 is gone. Sunk cost. Literally not the worst idea, actually. What, licking cheese? Homer, tell me you're not licking toads. I'm not licking toads. Oh yeah, they're running out of air because the spom broke from the pressure. I was like, where's all that hydrogen coming from? Right, the spom exploded. Yeah, that much cheese will cause some backup issues. Look at you go. Yeah, you're still running on the wheel. I think the liquid actually sealed in some oxygen Plus, there's some polluted water here, so you're breathing polluted oxygen and running on the wheel. I mean, I'd imagine you're going to die of starvation. This is what we were talking about the difference between dupes and pawns. Dupes actively try to get themselves killed, but I just released everything on the map. Volcanoes, infinite liquid, like, we just destroyed everything on the map, basically, and 19 of them are still alive. You know, like, if you were to do this on RimWorld, all of them would have been fucking minced meat 5 seconds later. Cons outweigh the pros, but only by one. I'll just sit here and be sad about my cheese. I mean, do you have, like, some fizzy water or something you could drink? Like, fizzy water always makes me happy when I can't have the thing I want. Have an orange? Orange sounds good. The trick is to make the 15 cheese last. Yes. Yeah, like maybe put a slice of cheese on an apple. You know, like get like a slice of apple and put a slice of cheese on that. You don't have to eat the whole 15. I say as I'm fantasizing about eating all of the Havarti in the refrigerator. How are they not dead yet? The stress is only at 14%. They're still somehow alive. Nothing matters, eat the cheese. Dupes have faith that you will save them. Horrible, horrible faith. I love toasting brie and green apple and bread. Oh, that sounds good. My favorite sandwich of all time is like a roasted turkey, brie cheese, thinly, like paper thin sliced green apple with honey mustard on one side and a very thin layer of mayo on the other side on like a baguette. Ah, it's like the best thing you've ever eaten in your life. Love toasting. I mean, you can thin slice that. There's like the little like veggie slicer things, so you can go pretty thin. You get a sharp knife, you can go pretty thin. That would be good on sourdough. Yeah. There's a tool. Yeah. There's a tool for everything. Plants have died. How long is it going to take for all of our colonists to die? Just finished making mac and cheese with sausage slices for me and my son. Nice. It's called a mandolin. Oh, that's what it's called. I already brushed my teeth, but now I might need some cheese. Are we turning into a cheese club? Sourdough cookies and jalapeno cheddar loaves. Sourdough cookies. I don't understand how more people aren't dead yet in this colony. I mean shortbread? Oh, shortbread is awesome. They're way healthier than regular cookies. My wife bought some budget string cheese that was so bad not even my dog would eat it, and he loves string cheese. Man, if the dog won't eat it, you know it's bad. All the phloxes have been drowned. The bees are doing great. The bees and Mr. Mustachio, they're just having a grand old time. Does it crash? Here, let's just... Hey, Ellie, welcome to the colony. Crafter bus on string cheese for me. They are the easiest to just bite. The wheel will sustain. I think you left the wheel. I'm pretty sure you're dead. Or dying. I don't know where you went. I mean, we've completely destroyed the whole map, but somehow Most of the dupes are still alive. The new one I've printed is not even upset yet, and you don't even have to unwrap them. Just bite right through the plastic. Somehow had trouble keeping mine alive. Keeping what alive? The dupes? Oh, yeah. I can't kill mine and I'm actively trying. Yeah, and yours died with you trying all your might to keep them alive. Yeah. I'm just too good at the game. I'm actually very surprised we haven't, like, I just figured we'd break everything and then all of the dupes would just die. Makes me feel like I've been overly cautious in everything I've ever done in this game. Like, you could just ignore all of the rules. I mean, with all that food and no red alerts, this will last a long time. Will it, though? Because there's no air being produced, Mr. Mustachio. The spam is done. So the air will stop flowing real soon. Yeah, this, like, I don't think they can leave the, yeah, they can't leave their room because there's no air in the suits. You like watching it all fall apart, right? Nuclear reactor, running strong. What if I caused a meltdown? I mean, I could do that, no problem. Suffocating. Is everybody... Are we just waiting for people to die at this point, I feel like? Toilets don't work. Yes, you'll get an official game over. I'm not even sure I have the patience for that. Watching it explode actually is making me not 100% hate this game anymore too, so that's fun. Were you here for the actual nuclear reactor explosion where it wasn't on purpose? Good times on that one. There's a clip of it up on the channel. Yeah, that was that last stream or the stream before that? I never reload to saves, and we reloaded to a save, so we didn't have to deal with it. Suffocating. Your face when you noticed what the dupes did was chef's kiss. Thank you, Bellicosity. Yeah. Like, you stupid mother. Yep. Well, because they had already done it, too. I didn't realize that they would manually deliver the uranium to the reactor. Of course they would. Like, that makes perfect sense now that I think about it, but... how are they still alive? You've now got Chernobyl mixed with Mount St. Helens, and they still aren't dead. Correct. I even printed a new one, and they're not dead yet. Like, they don't have access to suits. Like, they're just running around, and they're not dead. As much as these things try to die, they are so goddamn resilient. I'm calling it now. Nether has cheat mods on. I mean, I have sandbox mode on, but I just used it to delete tiles. I feel like every game should end with us just breaking all of the stuff. The invincible cheat code. Yeah. God mode enabled. I'm honestly not sure how this is going on this long. They've just got like a little pocket of safety in there. I mean, the base is technically exposed over here where I dug out the abyssalite, because this is part of the base. It's just that there's like water blocking all of the flow. Geothermal power plant is still working. To a certain extent. Sour gas. 19. Somebody died. I feel like it goes fast. Once they start dying, they'll just all die. But like, I don't know how long that's going to take. Anything else you can blow up to make it worse? I mean, I could legitimately delete the whole base, but... I guess technically these things aren't open yet. I mean, that thing erupting should melt through the base, right? In theory. Bigger hole for the water. I mean, it is now raining magma on top of the Dreco farms. I mean, I don't understand. Like, we're at 32% stress, 19 of 19 dupes. I think Mr. Mustachio is still running on the wheel. Somehow he has survived, and he is still running on that wheel. Hold on. Let's click on you. The Adventures of Mr. Mustachio. Just gonna take a nap right here. I mean, the dupes get a bonus from you watching them. Like, if you follow them for a while, they get a, like... I don't remember what the bonus is called, but basically, like, Sky God's paying attention to me. How? What if we took a tile out of the bottom of the base? Alright. Here, we'll take out 2. Would love to see that little buff for one of them. That would be cute. Suffocating. Yep. Right as they die. What's it called? Yeah, it was there. Center of attention. Stress minus 5% per cycle. I love that this is what the stream has become. It's like kicking over a Lego building after spending weeks on it. Yeah. Except what we spent on it was 94.6 hours. Cathartic in a way. Yeah. Agreed. Somebody died. Weeks and weeks. That's 2 weeks at 40 hours per week. Yeah. I mean, we play this like 12 hours a week. So that's 9 weeks. We've been playing this for like almost 3 months. Lots of suffocation going on. Someone died. I mean, I only do a little bit of gaming here and there, you know, just a little bit. Death. I didn't even know that's the sound that it makes when dupes die, because it's been so long since I've had a dupe die. Alright, while we're doing this, I'm going to put up a poll. Alright, we're going to do that. I mean, we'll be watching this for probably 5 minutes. Alright, I'm going to put up a poll. Silksong, Skyrim, or RimWorld? So we'll switch to that when everybody's dead. I swear if you guys three-way tie, I don't know what I'm going to do here. One for each so far. Great, let's just play all 3 at the same time. Anybody lurking out there, we're deciding what game to switch to, so please come back and click on one of the 3 games and don't make me redo the poll. I'll my vote until someone else votes on the other 2. Of course. Three for RimWorld. anything but RimWorld. We're down to 15 dupes. Three-way tie would be best, right? And then you guys would make me pick. There's 4 for RimWorld right now. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I mean, I guess in theory we could just play in a different game entirely. I don't really have a scene set up for Black Flag or anything, though. Four for RimWorld, 1 for Silksong, 1 for Skyrim. Stationeers just got a huge new update to know if you know about that game. I've seen it. It hasn't really caught my interest. Went to go eat. What happened? I don't know. Who's still alive? All right, Mr. Mustache. All right. Allie, Beyond Time, Digsby, Ellie, Kentucky Fried Jedi, Merle, Mini Nether, Mr. Brain, Mr. Mustachio, Posture Slayer, Tack Attack, the Danbot, and Time Phaser are still alive. Everybody else died. The reason I bring it up is it's a systems game like Ani. Yeah, I've seen Stationeers. I'd probably just go play Satisfactory if I was going to play Stationeers. RimWorld like 30 hours a week. It should be different. Something different. It's nothing like Satisfactory. Oh, never mind. You don't like roguelikes. Not a big fan of roguelikes. Not that I haven't played them, but not usually my cup of tea. I mean, Dan, you gotta preach to the people that matter. I'm not doing the voting here. I just put the poll up. Even if the poll was RimWorld or not RimWorld, RimWorld would be winning 2-1 at the moment. Well, 4-2, but same thing. Stress reaction? Where's the stress reaction? Starvation, made a mess. Merle is starving. Allie made a mess. I mean, it's just a matter of time now. They'll all starve to death is basically what's going to happen. Like, because they get stuck in the rooms, so they can't get out past the, I mean, I guess what we could do is, now they can get out of the rooms, at least. Maybe their death will be more interesting. I'm really starting to question your viewers' taste in games. I mean, my viewers all came here because of RimWorld, Dan. Yeah, I did. I turned off the suit docs, Carrie. Dan doesn't like RimWorld. Not true. Oh, I mean, I know that not everybody came here from RimWorld, but RimWorld is definitely my most popular game. Came from Ani, but RimWorld is growing on me. It came from, I don't know, actually. I just magically appeared here. Yeah, what did you come in for, Mr. Mustachios? Were you on a raid, or... Because we've been playing RimWorld, Oxygen Not Included, Skyrim. We just added Silksong. I think you've been here longer than that. What were we playing on Saturdays before that? What were we playing on Saturdays before we started doing other stuff? Alright, one more died. I think so. I think I searched Ani and saw that you guy has a mohawk, and yeah, the mohawk has brought in a lot of people. Right, Dan? Like, we did No Man's Sky for a while. But we did, I feel like we did something after No Man's Sky before we started Skyrim. You also follow Mr. Brain. Final Fantasy, that's what we were doing for a little while. I forgot about that. I've never done Core Keeper, no. I've seen Julie do a little bit of it. Isn't Core Keeper kind of like Stardew Valley meets Minecraft? No? I can't remember what it looks like. Kind of. I love when I say things like that and one person's like, no, and the other person's like, yes. Terraria-esque. Yeah, I don't like Terraria either. If standing is named after get a prize. I guess. I don't know. I don't even know who's still alive. Somehow the new dupe we printed with no bedroom, no nothing is still alive. Hard game at your Path. I downloaded Path of Exile, went to go play it, and it was so loud that I had to immediately Alt F4 out of it. And I've meant to go back and fuck with it ever since, and I never have. Because I loved Diablo, but hours in that at least. Wow. I saw the skill tree, and I was just like, oh my god. Dude, what is it with games starting at volume 100%? I don't know. I used to get that problem with Ark Survival Evolved. Like, I'd load up Ark and it would just blast my face off, and I turned the master volume down to like 10%. Did maybe 1,000 hours. Oh, nice. I haven't done a dungeon crawler since Diablo 3. Years in Dota and 10 in League of Legends. Oh, I used to do a lot of League of Legends. You know how some games start the game with the adjust your gamma thing to adjust for the shadows? I wish games had a thing like that for the audio before it blasts your ears. Agreed. This time come back to us, Aram is calling. I don't know that I could actually get back into League of Legends. Like, I like it. I can't believe Mr. Mustachio is still alive. I'm rooting for you, Mr. Mustachio. Last man standing? My favorite video game quote is, "Time has no meaning here," from Path of Exile. Huh. I don't know what my favorite video game quote is. I mean, we're just talking about League of Legends. I really like when you're playing as Jinx and she's like, if you think I'm crazy, you should see my sister. How are you still finding food? How is there still food in this colony? I guess somehow there's still food. This is how many fail-safes I've put in. The dead dupe's delicious. Our cook is still alive. It looks like they're like... As long as the cook is alive, I guess people have food. The refrigerator in the Great Hall has food in it. I mean, we've had 12 dupes die already, because I printed an extra one. Which is still alive. Favorite League quote. Lamb, tell me a story. There's once a pale man who was very lonely. Why was it lonely? All things must meet this man, so they shunned him. Did he chase them off? He took an axe and split himself in two, right down the middle, so he would always have a friend, so he would always have a friend. What is that from? Who says that? Kindred? Oh, okay. I played, God, I played so many people in that, but I never played Kindred. Well, when you start the RP event to start the Ice Crown Citadel raid, during his monologue, the Lich King says, "In the end, you will all serve me," and I love it. He's talking to Wolf. Oh yeah, gotcha. I think the first character I got really into was Brand, and then Annie, the two fire mages. But eventually my favorite wound up being Morgana. Then for a while in ARAM, I was playing a lot of Zyra and Jinx. Like whenever I could trade for Zyra and Jinx, I did them. When Vex came out, Vex became one of my favorites real fast because of the lore. The lore is great. Yes, are the statue. Nice. Do you have the sword? Arcane's my favorite piece of media like ever. Lashing out. Who's lashing out? Yeah, Arcane is like one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I keep wanting to go and watch the second season again. Oh, are you going to break the freezer? Oh, the freezer's now open. Mr. Mustachio is incapacitated. Thank you for letting me see them rip the place apart. Of course. Oh, you know what this place needs? Voles. Same brain cell, Carrie. Alright, I think... Yeah, Mr. Mustachio's dead. Who's gonna be the last one standing? What's up, Leofar? We got bored, so we made a hard save and broke a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, geez, to save the fridge. Nice. How you doing, Leofar? Yeah, we're killing dupes. We're curious who the last one is to survive. I got bored of this playthrough, Leofar. We've got like almost 100 hours in it, and I'm like, I am so tired of trying to do all of the work to make this a steam room. The nuclear reactor build was awesome. We also blew that up again, and we started putting in steam turbines, and I was just like, I am bored of this playthrough. I thought for sure Mr. Mustachio was going to be the one that survived, like, to the last man. Cloud was sad because it was boring, so we suggested nuking them all. Now the entire map is a steam room. Yeah, we won! Look, we won. I mean, that is definitely going to be the title on the YouTube VOD. We did it! When it gets down to the last 5, you should make a prediction of which dupe is going to die last. Alright. Did make it a whole steam room. Yeah, I mean, it required a little sandbox mode manipulation, but yeah. Alright, one more kicks the bucket. Another one bites dust. I can't believe the dupe I printed while this is going on is still alive. The Drecos seem to be doing alright. See, a lot happier now. I'm glad you decided to eat onto this. I'm just hanging out with you guys. You going to bed, Tova? Fades into the wallpaper. Your EP. Alright, you have a good night. Sleep well. You're gonna miss the rim worlding. I can't fathom how this is still happening. I think the only thing that's keeping them alive is the fact that there's polluted oxygen. Until the volcano in the middle of the base erupts. This one? Oh, it's technically active now, but nothing is working. That could do some damage. It could. I mean, it's 230 degrees in here. I mean, we could just... Yeah, we just... I mean, they will die a lot faster now. Theoretically. Cold damage. Incapacitated, incapacitated. You have a few liquid locks going there. That is true. Wager points on who we think the last dupe will be. I don't know how... does that just work automatically? Sped up their deaths. What's up, Army of Rubber Ducks? Yes. Incapacitated. See, I think the problem is that they're all incapacitated now. No diseases, though. Like, is anybody actually still running around? I forget how to do it, but yeah, you put a wager and pick the winner, and the points get distributed automatically. Will we lose upon this infestation? Oh, okay, okay. Okay. I want a new prediction. Oh, here we go. All right, who will be the last alive? We've got 7 people at the moment. I'm not capitalizing or spelling anything correctly. Submission period. All right. You guys have 2 minutes to predict. I like how Ellie gets the first vote. Skills. Beyond time is Rocket piloting, exosuit, they're a hauler. Ellie is brand new, has no skills place. Kentucky Fried Jedi is in exosuit training, mechatronics engineering. Mr. Brain, exosuit training, construction. Posture is exosuit training, hauler with a little bit of science. The Danbot is a rancher with exosuit training. Time Phaser is a rancher with exosuit training. All right. When I'm gonna drink a glass of water. Everybody hydrate out there. And when the timer's up, I'll press play. Nobody thinks Dan is going to be alive. Gambling. We'll start our own colony with blackjack and... You voted for you? Did you put a number of points in? Alright, so how do I... Okay. So now I press play. Okay. Can we bet using jelly candies? Oh man, that sounds good. I bet Dan wants some gummies. How much time as you want to pick the winner? Me? Oh yeah. I think so. I legitimately think there's some old... Yeah, I just type prediction, and then I've got the ability to choose outcome. Oh wait, I can pop that out? Oh wait, I have a tab for this already. As much time as you want to pick the winner. Yes. Ellie really likes to destroy the kitchen. It's at least 4 times more important than driving in this dust storm while coughing, so Oh, we just got bored, so we broke all of the things that were protecting the colony. Like, we dug out all the tiles around the volcanoes and, like, broke all of the infinite storage barriers, let out the voles. What are they doing with that thermometer, do you think? This is why Ellie's gonna live. She's the only one who gets to use the medical cot, because he just stays in there forever. I mean, suddenly the voices got louder and pawn things. Oh, I hit follow so we could follow Ellie. Everything gets louder when you zoom in. It's kind of weird like that. I should have went Ellie. She cheated. Yeah, she was basically the first one that got down, so she went to the cot, and now nobody else can occupy the cot. Oh, right, this thing's not open yet. I mean, I don't think she's going to be able to move fast enough to get food. So there is that. I like how killing my colony has been the most engagement we've had, like, all week. I'm curious where Ellie's eating. And I think she still technically has priority on the cot. My AFK stream was good. God, that lasted what? Maybe like a half hour before it broke? It's not sleeping, so I missed your streams. That was good. I'm trying. Somebody was jokingly like, well, if you're just gonna let it run overnight, just leave it on stream. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. I am so curious what Ellie is doing. Man. Somebody kill these guys. I hate those orange bastards. They have to die. These last 7 are really, really keeping it together. It's gotta be Ellie, right? I mean, we were gonna switch over to RimWorld, but I thought they'd be dead like 20 minutes ago. Oh no, we blew up the reactor. I cut off the water flow to it. The reactor would have run forever without dupe interaction. Like, this thing would have been just stable for like ever, so we blew that up. Our original power system has been kicking on, the peat power. Although the batteries are breaking, so what other kinds of damage can you do to speed this up? I don't even know. I mean, hot polluted oxygen vent? Oh, infinite gas storage? Liquid locks? Alright. I honestly don't know how they're still alive. I mean, I guess as long as they have access to food and it's not over 70°C. This is absolutely proof that dupes are, like, way more resilient than pawns. If you did this to a RimWorld colony, they'd have died in, like, 30 seconds. You let a RimWorld colony go, like, 2 days of in-world time in the cold, everybody's got hypothermia and has, like, limbs falling off. I mean, I guess the water kind of needs a way out, right? Thieves can eat without a table. That is magic. Yeah. Cheat codes. Eating without a table. I seriously don't understand. Like, we've been watching this for like, I think it's been at least an hour now. Because I remember, like, we started this before the last commercial break, and that was 45 minutes ago. Over 10 cycles. Yeah, it's insane. All right, let's save it. Let's see if we can rebuild. Funny thing is, you probably could. Like, if you really tried, like, there's food that's still frozen, like millions of calories. The Dreco ranches are still working. Technically, the bedrooms are intact. If you just, like, quickly stemmed the bleeding, skill scrubbed everybody so they wouldn't have stress reactions. Actually like doing that, saving collapsing colonies. Yeah. Thieves might be better psychologically trained if they are standing in boiling radioactive goop, whereas in RimWorld they panic and cry if anything happens. Yeah. In RimWorld it's like, I stubbed my toe. I'm gonna have to go on a break and shoot everybody. Incapacitated. Ellie is still going strong. Runaway patient. This base belongs to the Voles now. Got bit by a guinea pig. Death. Right? Yeah. I lost a colony to maddened guinea pigs once. Because somebody went on a food binge and wanted to eat the insect jelly from the other side of the map, so they walked out the front door and opened it to let the guinea pigs in, who then proceeded to bite everybody to death. Is nobody going to die? Delete the medbed? No, I mean, I think the medbed is fine. I mean, that's Ellie's advantage. She doesn't have any of the other things that the other dupes have going for them. She should at least get the medical bed. Here's how good you are at the game, right? All of the systems I made that are automated, I could break everything that's like... It's just insane. I mean, so the thing is the ones in the suits aren't getting, like, they can't get scalded as easily. They have to go into much higher heat. And the suits are out of air, but they just go and find a place to breathe. So, like, I don't know how they're actually going to end up dying, because they just go find air to breathe, run around in the suits like... This is, if I don't stop watching, then I may have to use up 1 sick day out of the 4 left for the rest of the year. So thank you, Nether and his friends, for the fun, but I need to get dressed and drive carefully. All right, sounds good, rubber ducks. Late getting up because this dust is making my cough like crazy, and this is more fun than asshole driver. Fair. I mean, this is more fun than anything I've done in this this game for the last, like, week. Is there a, like, sandbox speed that we can make this go even faster? Whew. I mean, I was going to say when the power dies, they won't be able to get food because the sweeper won't be able to pull it out. But Ellie smashed the brick that leads to where the food is frozen, so they can just go and grab it now. Although it appears to still... No, it's still there, but it's invisible. They're drilling through a brick that's not there. Is there anything we could do to make it worse without, like, making it, like, impossible? Has the steam made it to the turbines? Nope. Because the hydrogen is on top of it. And it's still cooling it up here. It's trying. Can I open the top to vacuum? I think that would make it easier for them to live. All right, what if we drop the nuclear waste on the base? No, it didn't really drop on the base, but... I mean, we've got to do something, right? Like, this can't go on much longer. Everyone get out of the suits? Yeah, that's a good idea. Now, finding everyone is going to be the hard part. Don't have to find them. Just click here. Alright, everybody's out of their suits. Building melted. Right, plastic tile, that makes sense. There's Allie's corpse. I mean, I'd release the bees, but they'd just immediately get incapacitated by the CO2, so... Suffocating, incapacitated, scalding. Beyond time, and, Alright, it's happening. Down to 6. Starvation. Suffocating. Kentucky Fried Jedi is downed. Alright. I don't know who just died. Last 5. Danbot, Time Phaser, Kentucky Fried Jedi, Posture, and Ellie. No, we gotta snooze the ad break. I'll use all the snoozes. Mr. Brain died? Yeah. Reduce by clicking the 7 on the top of the left corner. Down to 4. Dan, Time, Posture, and Ellie. Dan, Time, and Ellie. There's Dan up there. Ellie gonna win because of unfair advantage. She's not in the on the cot anymore. Lashing out. That's probably Ellie again, right? Really hates the kitchen. Ellie really hates the kitchen. Too bad the Rexes won't eat dupes, right? Ellie's getting a snack. I'm kind of rooting for Ellie. Last in, last out. Red alert everything. Nah. We'll be there in a second. I mean, they've all got calories. This is taking a lot longer than I would have thought it would. I think their jobs had a... you're still enjoying it. I think their jobs had a lot to do with it. Everybody who was a mechatronics engineer trying to go and work in the industrial area has died. The ones that are alive are the ones that are working up in the ranches at the top of the map. Look, nuclear fallout. And Ellie, who's in the triage cot. Will they just never die if they're assigned to the triage cot? Like, their life is at 0, they'll still go back? Scalding. Probably. Unfair advantage. I mean, she's at every disadvantage, though. Like, she moves super slow. She's the most likely to get caught, like, suffocating because she just can't get out of the CO2 in time. They're eating the overgrow figs because somehow there's still overgrow figs. I think this is a sign that you play too cautiously normally. Yeah. Probably. Let's check the printables. Man, how good are insulated tiles, man? I don't know. At this rate, we might not even do anything after this in the sidewalls of the base. I mean, I was thinking about doing that, and then people started dying once we took them out of the suits. Wait, time phaser's down to 52 health. And he's throwing a tantrum. Punching the invisible block. And his health is going back up. Yeah, we gotta do something. Alright, time phaser's down to 20. Ellie's at 100. Oh, time phaser's in the bed, I think. It's really gonna come down to who claims the triage cot. What is Ellie doing? Getting scalded. Time phaser's down to 32 health. 33. It's going up. Ellie's getting scalded. Ellie might die now that she gave up her cot. I mean, we've had to destroy so much of the base just to get these dupes to die. Incapacitated. The Danbot is incapacitated. It's down to Time Phaser and Ellie, pretty much. I don't think anybody's gonna do medical on the Danbot. Wait, Ellie is doing medical on the Danbot. Dan is still at 0 health, though. Okay, Dan is done. Time Phaser and Ellie. It's like when you play marbles on stream. You're like, Dan's in the lead. No. Alright. I think Time is on the cot right now. I mean, I used all 3 snoozes. We've got 9 minutes until the next ad. They have to die before the next ad. I love how this is super fun for everybody. I like mayhem. Yeah, me too. They're almost at exactly the same health, but Ellie has way less calories. Alright, Ellie is sleeping down here. Time Phaser's on the cot. Scalding. I think Time Phaser might win this. Ellie's at 9 health. She is a trooper. Eight health. Suffocating. Scalding, incapacitated. Ellie's down. I think this is Time Phaser. Yep, it's Time Phaser. Alright. Wait. Is he saving her? No. He's going to eat some raw meat. Alright, Time Phaser. Prediction results. Time Phaser. Nobody voted for Time Phaser. I gotta use predictions more often. Now Time Phaser rebuilds the colony. I mean, do you guys want the save? Where are the Ani saves? That's always the problem I have. I can never find where save files are. Maybe app data? Yeah. The problem with my documents is my computer's not set up like that. Like, my computer is such a custom build, and like, I can't put anything on my Windows drive. My Windows drive is too small to have things on it, so all that stuff that's in a default place, like my documents, has been moved somewhere, and I don't know where. So I always have to go hunting for it. Alright, death of the colony. 10,025. Sim linked it. What? How do I go to data? Where is Ani save file? Thing called Symlink, where you fake a folder in one place, but it actually exists in another place. So you might have. I don't even know where to find the users folder on my computer. I'm like, quite honestly. Okay, maybe there. Wait. Maybe it's here. So, okay, I think I found save files. Okay. Save files up on the website. Do we actually want to play something else? Or do we want to end stream? What's up, Leofar? I don't even know. I feel like getting into I don't know. Let me go to the restroom. I'll be right back. Don't have an enclosed base. I'm starting to realize you don't need an enclosed base. All right, ad's gonna start in 1 minute anyway. Let me hit the restroom. I'm gonna put up Bobby's links. That's not how you do that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be back. We'll do something for at least something. I'll be right back. Okay. Tack and I are back. I'm back with Tack, whatever it is. I've got an idea. Why don't we talk what we're gonna do with the next playthrough? Like... thoughts, ideas. I was thinking maybe we go with a small asteroid. Like, survival... It would have to be spaced out if we're going small, right? Frosty would be the set. Hi, Bach. Welcome in. We let the colony die. You meant Nani? Yeah. RimWorld, we're doing okay in RimWorld. I don't know. We could switch over to RimWorld. I could cut the file later. I have no idea. I don't know. I might just call it, guys. I know I went to the bathroom to come back, but I really had to go to the bathroom. I'm exhausted. That was fun. I think maybe we just call it early and play RimWorld tomorrow night. Melee only space nudist wizards could work in Ani too. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that that's what Bach said. Oh my god. Dear God. I mean, Tim just got started. Let's go say hi to Tim. Or Honey. I am so sorry, guys. I had a heck of a day. I appreciate the fun, even though we didn't really do anything except destroy the colony. It was a good time. We'll raid over to Tim. I'm gonna go to bed early, and okay, it's meds time either way. Yeah, I'm gonna do the sleeping. Tomorrow, we're in a good spot in our RimWorld colony. We got a kill box up. Yeah, tomorrow we can destroy the... No, we are... No. That run is going somewhere. But thank you all for hanging out. I'm gonna take my meds. We'll raid over to Tim. I will see you all later. Good night, guys.
We do. So how could we do that?